Hey Loomers, today I'm going to teach you how to make this Flutterfly bracelet. The name was suggested to me by panda_looms with a Z. Panda_looms has an Instagram, so you guys should check them out. Okay, so let's just get right into this. This is a hook only bracelet, so you're going to need a double-ended hook and a few C-clips. We will need to hold some bands and set them aside. You can use as many colors as you'd like. I'm not going to use these exact colors, but I'm going to use 3 colors like this one. I'm still going to be using white for the border, and I'm going to be alternating between this hot pink and jelly red from Rainbow Loom. I'm going to use these as my inner color bands. So first we're going to make a cap band. So take one border band color and stick your hook through it. Twist the band into a figure 8 shape and place it back on your hook. And then we're going to be pulling 2 border band colors through the cap band and then reattach. We need to rearrange the 2 inner bands, so the tight bands should stay on the outside, so it should all be loose bands like this. Next, we are going to attach 2 border bands on this side and 2 border bands on the other side. Okay, so take your first band, pull it through the first 2, reclaim the first band, skip the outer band and reattach. Take your second band, pull it through the first 2, pick up the outer band and reattach. We're going to be doing the same on the other side, so slide your bands down and turn your hook around. Grab your first band and pull it through the first 2. Reclaim the first band. Ignore the outside band and just reattach. Take your second band, pull it through the first 2, ignore the first band, reclaim the outside band and reattach. Now we are ready to attach our inner color bands. So grabbing your first band, pull that through the first 2, 4, 6, pick up the first band, skip the next 2, then you're going to pick up the next one after those 2, and the 2 outside bands, and reattach the band you pulled through. Rearrange these 2 outside border bands, they should stay on the left. Now we are going to attach our second inner color band. Pull that through the first 3, 4, 5 bands. Skip the first 2 white bands, pick up the third band and the 2 outside bands also and reattach. We need to rearrange these 3 bands right here. These 2 white bands and the pink one right here. So grab the 2 outside bands and just move them out. And this tight band right here should also be the third one in. So your first part is finished. There's something I need to tell you guys. You need to create 3 mini parts before you can make this big part right here. Before you can make this one butterfly right here. So this butterfly consists of 3 mini parts. So we have just made 1 mini part, we need to make 2 more, so just set this one aside, or just like ignore it and keep it on your hook. I'm just going to set mine aside, so I'm just going to pull one band through everything and attach a C-clip to it. and pull it off my hook. We basically need 2 more mini parts to create 1 butterfly. Make a cap band again, stick your hook through the band, twist it, makes a figure 8 shape, and place it back on your hook. Grab 2 bands, pull it through the cap band, reattach, make sure the bands are loose. What I mean by that is it shouldn't look like you're about to make a fishtail. When you're about to make a fishtail, there are tighter bands on the inside and loose bands on the outside. So it should all be loose. We are back at the step where we need to attach 2 border bands on each side. Take your first band, pull it through the first 2, pick up the first band, ignore the outside band, and reattach. Take your second band, pull it through the first 2, ignore the first band, pick up the outside band, and reattach. Now, you see here it looks like we're about to start a fishtail. Again, there's a tighter band right here and a loose band right here. We don't want that. We want the bands to be loose all throughout this bracelet. So rearrange that and move that out. And let's slide our bands down and turn our hook around. Grab your first band, pull it through the first 2 bands, pick up the first band, ignore the outside band, and reattach. Grab your last band, pull it through the first 2 bands, ignore the first band, pick up the outside band, and reattach. We need to rearrange again. Make sure it doesn't look like a fishtailed border. We will be attaching the inner color bands again, and that would be 2 inner color bands on the inside. And I'm going to use the same color because I want this butterfly to be one solid color. Take your inner color band, pull it through the first 2, 4, 5, 6. Pick up the first band, skip the next 2 bands, pick up the 3 bands that are left and reattach. We need to rearrange the bands. These 2 outside border bands should always stay on the left, and this pink band is right where it needs to be. Take your second inner color band, pull it through the first 3, 4, 5. Skip the first 2 bands, pick up 3, 4, and 5, and reattach. Again, we need to rearrange these 2 white border bands. Make sure that they stay on the outside. We also need to rearrange this 4th band right here. Move it out like that. Make sure it stays 3 bands in instead. Okay, so we are done another mini part, or another mini section. So now we have 2 of these. We need to make 1 more. Set this one aside as well, so I'm gonna pull 1 band through everything and attach a C-clip to it. So we have 1 last mini part left to make. Make a cap band, so stick your hook through the band, twist it into a figure 8 shape, and place it back on your hook. Grab 2 border band colors. Pull it through the cap band and reattach. Make sure there are no tight bands, if you know what I mean. So we need to rearrange. As you can see, we don't need to rearrange any bands. We are back to attaching 2 border bands on each side. So grab your first band, pull it through the first 2 bands, pick up the first band, skip the outside band and reattach. Grab your second band, pull it through the first 2 bands, skip first band, pick up the outside band and reattach. We need to rearrange this band again, make sure it stays on the outside. We should be seeing loose bands. We need to slide our bands down and turn our hook around. Grabbing your first band, pull it through the first 2 bands, pick up the first band, skip the next one, reattach. Grab your second band, pull it through the first 2 bands, skip the first one, and pick up the outside band and reattach. We need to rearrange this band again, make sure it stays on the outside. It's time for us to add our inner color bands again. We just need 2 for that. Grab your first band and pull it through the first 2, 4, 6. Pick up the first band, skip the next 2 bands, pick up the 3 bands that are left, and reattach. We need to rearrange these 2 white border bands and make sure they stay outside. Grab your second inner color band. Pull that through the first 3, 4, 5 bands. Pick up bands 3, 4, 5, and reattach. We need to rearrange the 3 bands right here. These 2 white border bands should stay on the outside as always. And we also need to rearrange this 4th band here. Pull that over the 3rd band. And it should look like that. We now have 3 mini parts. We're going to attach these to themselves to make one butterfly. So now you're gonna grab one of the other parts that we made. Doesn't really matter. Place it on your hook and then take off the C-clip. Take the white band off of it. Obviously you need to pick up everything when you're removing that white band. We need to attach 2 inner color bands on these 4 white bands here. Make sure they are in order. And by in order, I mean they should be loose bands, like this. So grab your 2 inner color bands. Pull that through the first 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, pick up bands 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You want to rearrange the first 6 bands. So move them to the left. Just make sure the pink band is in the middle. Grab your second inner color band, pull it through the first 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Skip the first 2 white bands, pick up bands 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Rearrange the first 7 bands. So your new inner color bands should basically stay in between these 2 other inner color bands. Okay, now so we're going to do a new step where we seal basically this side. The side of the butterfly is complete. So grab a border band, pull it through the first 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Pick up the first band, ignore the next 2 bands, then pick up bands 4, 5, and then ignore the next 2 bands, and pick up these 2 bands again, ignore the last pink band, and we are going to pick up the first border band, and then reattach. Hopefully that made sense to you guys. Sometimes I don't know what to call things or what terms I should give them. So grab your second border band color, pull it through the first 2, 4, 6, 7. So basically skip everything except for that tight band that is hiding right there behind this band right here. If you guys can see it, this tight band right here. Pick that up and reattach. Slide your bands to the other side and turn your hook around. Now we are going to attach our second mini part to this side. So just place it on your hook. Take your C-clip off. Open it up and reclaim everything and just take the white band out. So we need to attach 2 new inner color bands in the middle again on these white bands right here. Remember that that is what attaches these 2 parts together. We don't want any tight bands staying on the inside, we want all loose bands, so you need to rearrange that. It should stay all loose like that. So grab your first inner color band and pull that through the first 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Pick up the first band, skip the next 2 bands, and you're basically going to reclaim everything else. You also need to rearrange those bands, so move them out. Grab your second inner color band, pull that through the first 2, 4, 6, 8, 7. Skip the first 2 bands, pick up the third band, and basically everything else. Rearrange everything, so move them out to the left. Move this band out here. That should look like that. Now we need to attach our 2 ceiling border bands again. Grab your first band, pull up through the first 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Pick up the first band, ignore the next 2 bands. Then you're going to pick up bands 4, 5. Skip the next 2 bands, pick up bands 6, 7. Ignore the last pink band. Pick up the first border band and reattach. Take your second border band and pull that through the first 2, 4, 6, 7. Kind of want to tilt your bands. You want to pick up that bar band that's hiding there. Basically the first border band that you pulled through on this side, and you want to reattach. Now to seal everything, we are going to take 2 border bands and pull it through everything. And you have made your first butterfly or flutterfly. So it should look something like this. These two bands are holding everything. Alright, so I forgot to mention this, so I'm doing a voiceover. You guys need to pull 2 more bands through the 4 bands already on your hook before closing it off. To close it off, just attach your C-clip through these 4 bands here.